Hey, this is Chris with the Alpine Group at HomeSmart. Today I'm here with Jen Riccitelli at Main Street Home Loans, and we're going to dive into some things you should know as a home seller that's maybe looking to sell their property, get into a bigger house or a smaller house, trade up, trade down. So Jen, tell us a little bit about some things that you do with homeowners to make sure that they're prepared to make that move.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's super important at first to get pre-approved.
Yes.
A lot of people think, hey, I'm already a homeowner. I don't need to be pre-approved. You do still actually have to go through that pre-approval process. We need to make sure, there haven't been any job changes, your credit still qualifies. But it's also really important because you might have equity in your home, depending on what you've paid down, how long you've held the home, and we can actually use that equity as a down payment on the next home. So it could either make your payments a little bit more comfortable.
Yes.
I've seen where some people have some student loans that they're actually like, hey, no, I want to use a little bit of that towards here and a little bit of that there. But it's really important that you have great communication between your realtor and your loan officer, so we could get a really great ballpark. How much is your house going to sell for? How much are you going to make off of it? What do you want to do with that money, and what are your options? So that's why it's really important to get pre-approved, even when you're thinking about putting your home on the market, so you know what you'd be able to afford when you go look to purchase. And Chris, what other ways is that beneficial once that's when that seller wants to actually go out and start looking for homes?
Yeah, so the big thing is you want to make this as smooth as possible. We're also in a really competitive market, so when you do list your home as a home seller, you're going to be in a great situation. However, as you know, when you're out there looking for houses, you need to be competitive, because the same house you're looking at is probably being looked at by 10, 20 other home buyers, and you have to be competitive. So one way to be competitive is actually getting a pre-approval ahead of time, making sure your finances are all straightened out, because just like when someone comes to your house and makes an offer on it, we want to do the due diligence to make sure that everything's going to go smooth, that they're pre-approved, that they have the money to put down. The same thing is going to happen with the seller of the house that you're buying. So we want to make sure that we have all those supporting documents, we have everything in place to make that seller feel comfortable, so that they feel good about moving forward with your offer versus somebody else's.
So Chris, do you think that if the seller doesn't have their home listed yet, can that help disqualify their offer from getting accepted?
The reality of it is, I've seen homes get their offer accepted when their home wasn't on the market. That has happened, but it's uncommon. Most home sellers will come back to you and say, hey, look, I'm not going to deal with you. Your home's not even on the market yet. It's not sold. And they don't consider the offer as serious, and it can actually cause you to lose quite a few houses, especially if you're competing against offers where people have their house under contract, or they don't even have a house at all to sell, and it's just a straightforward offer where they're going to make the offer, they're going to move in on the seller's terms, and the terms of a deal is a big deal. So having your house on the market, having it under contract before you actually go out and buy a home can be a major upside, and it can help you avoid a lot of the frustration of multiple offers and getting your offer rejected multiple times.
I think it's a really hot market, so being the most prepared as you can is extremely important. Working with a great real estate agent and great loan officer to make sure the process goes smoothly for you.
Yeah, so that's the whole key. So real estate can be really challenging and really stressful. The goal is to find a team of people you can work with to eliminate the stresses of that process, make it as fun and smooth as possible for you as the consumer, and ultimately make the dream of your next home happen. So if you have any questions, reach out to me or Jen. We're here to help out. My number is 401-261-4124. And Jen?
It's 203-415-0263.
Awesome. Thanks so much, and we look forward to doing it.